Just apologies for the delay. There's been some operational changes for the flying programme today. We thought we were flying the aeroplane to Murcia in Spain, and so we've picked up this flight now, which I gather is now about 1 hour behind schedule. No delays out of Manchester though. We'll be doing our best to depart here as quick as we can and make up some time on breaks.
So welcome to Norway, where we will be spending the next 16 days for our honeymoon. Excited?
Yeah.
Let's go. Here is the car for the next 2 and a bit weeks. A Toyota Yaris Cross. It's a hybrid. It's a petrol hybrid, which is very important because most of these cars here are actually fully electric, and that wouldn't be any good because we're going to be covering a lot of miles over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, important that we have an ICE powered car. Right, ready to hit the road?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so first stop is in Oslo. We're here for just 2 nights. This is where we're staying. And there's like a ski jump and like a ski slope just behind it over there. Have a look at this view. Have you ever seen a view like that from a hotel? That must be Oslo. Just down there. Crazy view. Yeah then, quick little tour of the room. They did give us a complimentary upgrade as it is our honeymoon. I assume that just means we have this view, which again, pretty spectacular view from a hotel, if I must say so myself. But yeah, everything you need, sofa, nice big bed, and nice bathroom. Oh, this hotel has a spa, swimming pool, and a huge gym as well. So we're definitely gonna make sure to use all of the facilities here because, like I said, we're only here for 2 days. You excited?
Yep.
Let's get going!
I'm just hungry now.
Where are we now then?
I don't know what it's called.
You're not going to be able to pronounce it, are you?
It's like something like Bargen.
Something garden.
Bargen, Nordic Pixel Forest. That's what we've come for, the Pixel Forest.
So have a look at this view though. And I guess here it is. Hello, so day 2 in Norway, day 2 in Oslo, proper first day you could say today. Just very tired yesterday. We obviously had an early flight. I don't sleep at all whenever we have an early flight, but we didn't really have a choice. It was the only flight that they had from Manchester Airport. But yeah, just going on a walk now, heading up to on a hike, not a walk. It's a hike apparently, not a walk. Right, so we're going on a hike to a viewpoint. Danielle is responsible for the plan, so I just go wherever she tells me we're going, and I guess we'll see what's at the top. Where are we now?
Oslo city centre.
Because we have parked, and we have parked in Oslo City Mall. Parking is expensive here, that's one thing for sure. But we're gonna have a look around the city centre, see a few sights. So the parking's what?
Parking last night.
Yeah, last night we came to the city centre and for like less than 2 hours it was, I don't know how much it was in kronas, but it was like £15–16 for less than 2 hours parking.
We don't know where we're going. Should we go upstairs?
Let's find out where we're going and then see what we do. Okay, so not only is the parking pretty expensive, but also just went to the toilet in this mall as well, and it was 20 kronas just to go to the toilet. Now, I don't know if exchange rates are good or bad at the moment, but that equates to about £1.40. £1.40 just to use the bog. Crazy. Oslo Opera House. Cold?
Yeah.
Summer! View from the top of the Oslo. What's it called?
Opera House. You keep forgetting where we are.
View from the top of the Oslo Opera House. So I don't know how well you can see, but just over there at the edge of the water there's like a few saunas you can go in. Now I get saunas, I get the whole purpose of them, and I quite enjoy a nice trip to a sauna myself, but on the edge of the water and then having a dip in this cold, icy cold water, it's not for me, I'm afraid. You want to do that, don't you?
I'd go, maybe not in the water in the dark.
Yeah, because you literally have no clue what's in this water
where
right
I can
now.
See what it is.
I'd imagine it's got to be seawater though.
Yes, it is.
That goes out
Obviously,
to sea
we
there,
can't see
doesn't it?
right now, but that goes out.
And here's the Royal Palace. It's crazy how close you can get to it there. I mean, comparing it to Buckingham Palace, obviously that's got a massive tall gate around it. But yeah, this one you can pretty much walk right up to it. 3 hours parking, 400 kroner. It's about £28 for 3 hours parking. That is crazy. So yeah, I guess if you are coming to Norway, or coming to Oslo in particular, and you are driving, then make sure you got plenty of wonga, because yeah, parking here is expensive. You have to pay to use the toilet. You have to pay a lot of tolls as well. That's one thing I haven't mentioned. I have no idea how much the tolls are, but every time we put the maps on, it's pretty much says you have to take the toll. So that's another thing we're going to have to pay for. But it's worth it because it's a beautiful country. The people seem very friendly, and yeah, it's a place we've wanted to go to. So final night here now in Oslo, heading back to the hotel, probably going to have an early night, and then tomorrow we're on to, go on, try and pronounce it.
Well, we keep saying Geilo.
Geilo.
But it's not that.
It's probably not Geilo. But
it's spelled Geilo.
Geilo, something like that.
They won't pronounce it, they'll have like a
yeah. So yeah, last night in Oslo, on somewhere new tomorrow. Goodbye Oslo. It's time to leave. So day 3, heading to Geilo. not too sure how you pronounce it, but it's about a 3-hour drive from Oslo. It's kind of in between Oslo and Bergen, so it's kind of like our stop before we get to Bergen. But we're going to be there for 2 nights anyway, staying at a nice spa hotel, so that should be lovely. But yeah, just thought I would wrap up kind of our thoughts on Oslo. What do you think of it? Nice place?
It's nice. There's not really much to do in the city centre wise.
You don't think?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah,
not much that we would do. Obviously, it might be different for.
I would say if you are visiting, you don't need a whole lot of time in Oslo.
No.
I would say 2 nights. What we done was enough. I mean, I'm sure we didn't do absolutely everything there, but we done the main bits that we wanted to do. We're not really, you know, big city people. We prefer being, you know, going on walks and things like that. But yeah, we've done what we wanted to do, and like I said, we're getting out of here now. We've still got another 2 weeks in the country, so we're going to try and see the rest of Norway, or you know, as much as we can in that time. So yeah, we're going to eat up some miles now, see some beautiful scenic views, and make our way to Geilo, or Geilo, however you pronounce that. Okay, so I think we're about halfway to Geilo or Geilo now, and yeah, I thought we'd just pull over because look at how spectacular this is. The water doesn't even look real, it honestly looks like glass. It's amazing, isn't it?
You can see like through it as well.
So we're here in Geilo. This is the hotel we're staying in. Let's go take a look. So, all checked into our hotel now. I don't really know what to think of this place. It's a bit it's fine, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely fine, and I think it is one of the better hotels around here. It's supposedly a spa hotel, which to be fair does have a spa, has a swimming pool, sauna, jacuzzi and all that, and that's fine. It's a little bit dated though, I will say. I don't know if it's just, you know, the character of the building, maybe the building's old, but it looks like it hasn't been updated in quite a long time. Like I said, it's fine, I'm not going to complain too much. I think this area though, Geilo or Geilo, however you pronounce it again, I think it's like a bit of a ski resort place, because it seems very, very dead around here at the moment. Not a lot going on at all, but I'd imagine come winter time when they have their snow season, I'd imagine it's very, very busy around here. I mean, this hotel, like itself, it seems like there's barely one staying here tonight. So yeah, I'd imagine in the winter time it'd be a lot busier. But yeah, we're here for a couple of days, so we're just going to relax, going to go on a few walks, and then head on to Bergen then, which should be good. So we're just going on a bit of a walk now around, I don't know if you'd call it a lake, or I don't think it's a fjord.
It is.
Is it a fjord?
Yeah, I think it's like Or does still Ford?
Fjord.
I'm obviously, yeah.
I think you pronounce it Fjord. I could be wrong. I don't think it's a Ford Focus. But no, yeah, just walking around this thing right now. Have you ever seen a body of water as still as that? It literally looks like glass. It doesn't look real. No movement at all. Be interesting to know if there's any wildlife in there, any fish or anything, because yeah, literally no movement whatsoever. So we're leaving Geilo or Geilo, however you want to pronounce it. I've kind of given up at this point. On the way to Bergen now, and I don't really know what to say about that place. I think when, you know, the time that we've been here, it's kind of been the off season, as it's kind of like a ski resort place. I imagine in the winter it's probably buzzing, there's lots of people around, but the couple of days that we've spent there, it's been pretty dead. I mean, even some of the restaurants have been closed there, but we've had a nice time. We've had a relaxing couple of days, went on a nice walk around that fjord. But like I said, it's just kind of a halfway stopover between Oslo and Bergen. On the way to Bergen now, and yeah, I think we're stopping to see a waterfall, aren't we, on the way?
Yeah, Voringsfossen waterfall.
Voringsfossen waterfall.
In somewhere that I think pronounces Eidford.
Eidford, something like that. But yeah, we're heading there now, and then we're going to head on to Bergen. So we'll see you there. So just pulled over at the side of the road just for a little break, and have a look at this. I don't know if this is the sea or if it's a fjord or what, but it looks quite rough because it's quite a bit windier. I think we're quite a bit higher up here, and it started snowing as well. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it started snowing. It's quite a bit cooler up here. I think we're quite a bit higher up, but let's get back in the car. Let's head on our merry way. Oh, definitely colder here, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you think it's colder than Geilo?
Yeah, we're higher up here, aren't we?
We haven't drove that long though. First time we're seeing snow. Oh, careful.
Well, that lorry just like skidded then.
Right, let's not get
brown trousers then.
Let's be safe.
Yeah, so I think we're going a little bit higher up now, and
oh, that car's overtaking all of us.
yeah, I don't even know how we can even see if there's anything coming.
I know, because it's just white.
Yeah, so yeah, snow's got a bit heavier. The snow on the road's definitely built up. It's at least a couple of inches thick now.
But the snowplow did go by about 5 minutes ago.
On the other side of the road, yeah. So yeah, just got to be careful. You know, we can't really go any faster than the lorry in front of us anyway, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, probably why you need winter tyres here in Norway. They come standard on all of the rental cars. Where are we now then, Dahl?
Vossevargen waterfall, I think. I think that's what it's called.
And I guess it's that thing there. Let's go take a look. It's a long way down. Yeah, well worth stopping here if you are heading from Oslo to Bergen. It's on the main highway, you know, you can't really miss it. Fjord, I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Something waterfall. You're definitely
this is Voringsfossen waterfall.
Voringsfossen waterfall, but it's in Fjord. Come visit it. It's
nice just to stretch your legs though, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, you don't need to spend a hell of a lot of time here, but it's a nice spot to stop at. Just heading down from that waterfall now. We're on road 7. I don't know, I think it's just the main highway to Bergen, and honestly this is so beautiful around here and the roads are so nice to drive on. If I had to compare this to somewhere else I've been before, it would have to be the Stelvio Pass in northern Italy. Very, very similar. The roads are very windy, you go through tunnels. You know, you have the waterfall, you have the mountains, and being autumn as well, just the trees and everything, honestly, so nice to look at. Okay, so we're just in a pretty long tunnel now. I think it said 7.7 kilometers long, and it's so bizarre because it's just normal to them, but this is pretty spectacular. You know, compared to what we're used to, but you go in here and it's all lit up. It's like you're, I don't know, it's like you're in a building.
On a ride at like
yeah,
Disney.
Yeah, it's like you're on a ride and then you just go around a roundabout. Bear in mind, like you're just in the middle of a mountain right now, and yeah, so many miles long this tunnel is. But yeah, it's a good experience. But I think this is I'm pretty sure this is a toll road, so. Don't know how much it is, but I'm sure we'll find out when we take the rental car back. Okay, so we have arrived in Bergen. That's actually where we're staying. We're staying in an apartment, an Airbnb, and we got here last night, but was very tired, so we literally just got some food, went back to the... Yeah, right now we're just heading to the beginning of a hike up a mountain, so we'll see when we're there. Oh, here we go. This is it. The walk to the top. Past halfway now. Pretty foggy though. I think we made it. Yeah, pretty sure you can get a chairlift or a gondola back down if you want to, but I think we're just going to walk it. Not a lot you can see today, unfortunately, because yeah, it's thick fog. I think there's like a cafe or something here, but it's not open again. I think because it's not like the busy season. But the cable car or gondola, that building just there, that's where you get on, that's still running. But like I said, I think we're just going to walk back down because it wasn't that bad. It's very steep, I will say that, because you know, the start of it, you're on a track, but it's very, very steep, and then you're on steps, which steps are steps. Naturally they are going to be steep, aren't they? So yeah, very steep. Not the longest walk, but yeah, it definitely takes it out of you if you're not used to doing steep walks like this often. How did you find it?
Difficult. Like obviously I've walked up Snowdon and Ben Nevis, but honestly I found that so...
Yeah, it's short though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a short walk, but just like note to self, if we ever come back here, just I'd rather be scared in the cable car up than like dying on the way up.
No, once you've done it, you know you've done it, then it's going to be easier the next time you do it, isn't it? Quick drink before we go down. Alright, let's go back down. Right, so just in Bergen now. It's it looks very late, but it's just dark. It's just getting very dark here now because the clocks went back like 2 days ago, I think. But yeah, just off to get some dinner, and we're going to do Bit of exploring, aren't we?
I didn't know we were doing exploring.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
we're going to find the Manny supermarket for that good carrot cake.
Many. Yeah, there's a supermarket called Many, and they sell some carrot cake, which we really like, so we're going to try and get some again. How was your dinner, doll?
Lovely. It's nice to have something different than a burger. Because I think I've had a burger at every single restaurant we've been to. So, yeah, it was lovely. I'd definitely get that again.
And now here we are, we're just going to walk around for an hour or so. Then we're going to go to the grocery store, supermarket, and stock up for the next few days. Right, so just done a bit of a food shop. We are back in the Airbnb, by the way. How much, if you had to guess, how much would you say all of this has cost? Bear in mind there is 2 steaks in there as well, the ribeye steak, so that should be decent, but there's not a lot here, is there, realistically? We've only got, I think, 1 meal and then like basically snacks and, you know, bread, butter, cakes, washing up powder, bits and pieces like that. This is nowhere near a full week shop. It's like, I don't know, not even half of a full week shop. Like I said, we just have 1 meal for the 2 of us in here. How much would you say this has costed? Are you ready? All this costed a grand total of, I think, 1,250 krona, which translates to, I think, around £88. Yes, £88. So from all this, you're not going to get much change from £100. Absolutely crazy. I mean, I know there's a cost of living crisis going on, but that's next level. You definitely need a lot of money if you are thinking about living in Norway. I mean, the wages here must be so much higher because it just wouldn't be sustainable. Yeah, that's crazy. Quick little tour of the Airbnb though for those that care. This is the living room, TV, sofa. By the way, this is somebody's actual house. I'll say house. So this is someone's actual apartment. I think they've literally just buggered off for a couple of days and they've just rented out the house. Everything's literally left as if they've just, you know, got up and went, sort of thing. So yeah, it is a bit, I don't know, it's not really something we've done before. Generally when you get an Airbnb, the sole purpose of it is to be rented out for people to, you know, stay on holiday and whatever. But yeah, it does feel a bit strange staying in somebody's house with all of their possessions still in it. Okay, so right now we're just in, I think it's called Bergen, but again, I'm probably pronouncing that very, very wrong. We're about to just go on a boat because we're going to be going on a bit of a cruise or a tour of the fjords, and they only last about 4.5 hours, but it'd be nice to get out on the water and see things from a slightly different perspective. solid ground. Tired?
Oh, well, it's because in that cabin it's so nice and warm.
Yeah.
I was just going.
Did you like that though?
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad that we've done it. It is long.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the way back, on the way there, it's an hour and a half. You're just looking at everything going by, and then on the way back, you just sit and chill. So.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good experience. Same again. I'm so glad that I've done that because I'd say
We'll
that
never get to see that just driving.
No,
or at the viewpoint.
No, you have to go on a boat to see everything that we saw today, and I'd probably say that's the highlight of the trip so far, for sure. It really wasn't that expensive. I think it was, what was it, £120?
£118.
Yeah, just less than £120 for both of us. So yeah, definitely well worth doing. So then guys, we are now leaving a very, very wet Bergen. So we spent the last 4 nights here, I believe, in the Airbnb, and we're now moving on to, I don't know where. We're staying in a hotel somewhere, aren't we? Where is it? Do you know?
I think it's something like Lao del Rossi.
That's definitely not how you pronounce it. Basically, we are kind of making our way now up to Trondheim, which I think is about 6 or 7 hours further north, and we're kind of going there over the next couple of days. So we're doing like 3-hour trip today, and then the day after we're doing another 3-hour trip, and obviously then we're going on to Trondheim. So our hotel is somewhere between here and Trondheim, basically. But yeah, so it's very wet today. There's actually pretty bad flood, supposedly. I got very wet loading up the car this morning, but yeah, we're not doing anything special today. Literally going to head to the hotel, check in, relax, maybe go for a nice walk if weather permits, but we'll see how we get on, and I guess we'll see you when we get there. Okay, so just pulled over at some random services. We're just here right now, wherever that is. Thought I'd just fuel up, and I went to put in a full tank, obviously, because I was only on 1 bar of fuel, and it only let me put in 26 litres of fuel, and the fuel tank is now full. Look, it's showing 661 kilometres, but that must mean the fuel tank on this car is only like 30 litres. That's crazy how small that is. I don't know if it's because it's a hybrid, maybe it doesn't need such a big fuel tank, maybe they're just doing it to save weight. I really don't know, but that's crazy small. I've never seen a fuel tank that small before, but you know, it does 661 kilometres on a full tank, so you know, what's that in miles? About 350, something like that. So not bad, to be honest, not bad at all. The longest tunnel that I've ever been in my life, apart from of course the Euro tunnel, but yeah, we're pretty close to the place that we're staying in now. It's pronounced Lardal, something like that, but yeah, we're just in a tunnel for 25 kilometers. I was in there for a good amount of time. It's crazy how they, you know, construct these huge tunnels. I mean, we've gone through so many as well just on this journey alone, but
like really long ones as well. Like
yeah.
The other journeys we've been haven't been so long.
No, like
we've done 17 and then 25.
Yeah, like it's crazy how long these tunnels are. But yeah, I think we're literally 10 minutes away now. We're gonna get in the hotel and yeah, see what's up. We have arrived. Still raining, but we've got to go check in. So, just checked in, and have a look at this for a view. spectacular. I don't even think we paid for a, you know, fjord view room, but again, because it seems pretty quiet here, I think they just upgraded us because nobody else is using the room. But yeah, that's crazy. We're going to try and go for a walk round this, or at least get out there at some point, maybe tomorrow now, because it is getting quite dark. But it's actually people, you're not going to be able to see them, but all the way over there is people in the water. They must be absolutely freezing. Okay, so it's actually the next day now, and we're not going to be sticking around in this place because the weather isn't great. As you can see, the water is quite choppy. That's because it's very windy, and yeah, as I mentioned, the weather isn't great here. There's actually been a couple of landslides, which mean a few of the roads have actually closed close by here, so it's actually going to take us about 5 to 6 hours to get to the next place, which should have only took us 3 hours. So yeah, we're just going to take our time, get to the next place, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather is slightly better here. Good thing though, it's not raining, but as I said, I think there is some flooding in places, and it's very, very windy and very, very cold, and I need to get back in that car. Okay, so just inside of yet another tunnel, but I actually found out that one that we went through yesterday, the one that was like 25 kilometers long, not only was that the longest tunnel in Norway, but it's actually the longest road tunnel in the world, is it? Didn't you find that out?
That's what it said online.
Yeah, so
in
25 kilometers.
In Europe at least.
Yeah, so it's either the longest tunnel in Europe or the longest tunnel in the world. So it seems today that we've...
At all you see.
I was going to say that. It's crazy because we've literally like gone through about 3 or 4 different seasons today. So we started off, it was very, very windy. We then went through a bunch of tunnels, and then we started to go up and around some mountains, and then it was like, you know, hammering it down with snow, and the roads were very icy, and it went down to about -4, -5 degrees. And then we sort of left the mountains, and now we're kind of greeted with, well, what you can see around us. It's very it kind of reminds me of Canada, actually. You know, there's mountains, there's, I don't know, very there's a lot of fir trees. Are they fir trees? I think they are. But yeah, just very open. The roads are very, very quiet, and yeah, this is different to what we've kind of experienced being in Norway so far, but very, very nice all the same. Good morning, guys. So it's the day after now. We're actually heading to the gym here in Otta. So we're going to get a quick workout in, then head back to the hotel, check out, then make our way on to Trondheim then. But yeah, have a look around. We didn't really see much of this last night because obviously we got here when it was quite dark, but we are kind of surrounded by mountains, and it's honestly lovely here. But yeah, it's very cold as of now. As you can see, I'm wearing shorts because why not? But yeah, it's like -1, -2 degrees, but it doesn't feel that cold in all honesty. But yeah, we're gonna get a workout in, head back to the hotel, and then get on our way once again. So we're just leaving Otter now, heading to Trondheim, just getting some fuel. It's actually pretty crazy because you'd think that when you're in the middle of nowhere, fuel would be more expensive, but it actually turns out that it's cheaper, you know, compared to the major cities, which I think it's a bit opposite to the UK. If you're in the middle of nowhere, you expect to pay a premium, right? But I'm not going to complain. Yeah, just going to fill up this very small fuel tank. I think it's already full. 23 litres I've only managed to get in, and then we're going to head to Trondheim. So it's actually the next day now. So we checked into our Airbnb. We're staying just there in that house. The situation is basically there's somebody staying above us. They're the people that own the place. We're staying in the lower ground, and I'm showing you around the Airbnb, but it's very nice. Has everything we need. But yeah, yesterday this thing was absolutely blanketed. Is that a word? Blanketed.
It was a blanket of snow.
Yes, this place is absolutely covered in snow, and we woke up this morning and all the snow's gone. So yeah, that was
and it was quite deep as well.
Yeah,
because the car was struggling. I think we filmed it. Yeah. Or that might have been on my phone.
It was the snow was a good couple of inches deep anyway, and yeah, we literally woke up this morning, it's all gone. So yeah, we're going to head into Trondheim now for the first time, have a look around, and then probably go for some dinner, aren't we? Mm-hmm. So let's get going.
It's cold.
Okay, so just done about a 3-mile walk out to the harbour, I guess you could call it, because I'm just going to go have a look at the lighthouse. Now that is the lighthouse. You didn't tell me the lighthouse was going to be just a bit of metal with a,
right,
you know, a few LEDs on the top.
I'll see. I need to sort out my thing. I'll see. When I was looking on Apple Maps, at like the distance, it come up that this was a tourist attraction. So I was like, oh brilliant, we'll go here. But usually it has pictures, and this one didn't have pictures on of what it looked like.
And that's why, because it's not really anything spectacular.
No, but we've had a nice walk along the harbour. Had
a nice trip.
That's what matters.
Yeah, I think I'll pick the next destination now.
No, because you picked like dangerous things to do.
What?
Hence why I always...
Are we going up then?
You can't go up. Oh, and also round here, if you just spin the camera.
So I don't know how well you can see, but that island just there, that's it used to be a number of things, but it used to be a
prison.
Yeah, it was a prison. It was a place of execution. It was, I think it was used as an anti-aircraft gun station during the Second World War. So it's been used for quite a few things, but when I did see that, I thought that looks quite like Alcatraz. It's just kind of, it is kind of surrounded by the mainland, but it is, well, it's in the middle of the sea, isn't it? So I thought that's definitely been used as a prison at some point, and yes, that has definitely been used as a prison. There's some history for you in Trondheim. Right, we're going to go somewhere else now?
Yeah, so now we're going to go... I'm falling down all the rocks.
You're just having such a great trip, aren't you?
Now we're going to go to the Royal Palace. And hopefully it don't turn out like this.
Wait, the Royal Palace?
Yeah.
Another Royal Palace?
Yeah.
Because we went to the Royal Palace in Oslo.
In Oslo, yeah, but this is somewhere where they also live.
Okay.
No, right, the king has different houses, doesn't he?
Royal Palace 2.0.
One in Windsor, Buckingham Palace, and then you got the one in Scotland. So they do have different
We'll
things
wait
you
and
can
see what
visit.
this is going to be like.
Not this one actually.
I'm not holding much hope
No.
though. So this apparently is the Royal Palace, but I think you're having me on. I think you're joking.
This is where it says on the maps.
This just looks like a an old factory or
No.
like a hotel or something.
Right, when I looked on Google, this looked better than what it looks like here.
Okay.
The king just obviously isn't in, hence why all the lights are off.
Oh, okay, that's why then. So if the king was here, it'd be like a lot more spectacular.
Yeah, the lights would be on.
So just round the other side of it now, and what I will say is it does look a bit better from this angle. It's kind of like I'd say it's a miniature version, slightly smaller version of the one that's in Oslo.
And this is more Norwegian looking.
Yeah, it's because it's like a yellowy colour, isn't it?
Or like the wooden panels.
Yeah, but we need to go eat now, so let's go eat, and then I guess we'll wrap up Trondheim. Where are we now then?
That's a dam.
Where are we now then? Where are we now then?
I don't actually know. I don't have a clue. Somewhere beginning with T. It's a big lake to walk around. It has a waterfall, but we didn't know that this dam was here. So yeah, let's walk.
So another day, another walk. Where are we?
Not a clue. It begins with a K. We're at a beach. It's a coastal walk that we're on. Basically walk there, head back when you want. But the views are beautiful.
So he was just down there and we're now here. Okay, so I think we're at the top now. It's actually quite steep here, I didn't expect it to be like this, but yeah, I think we're at the top now. And if I had to guess, I would say this is a kind of like a defense position of some sort. This must be like this must have been a Second World War anti-aircraft gun station of some sort, because there's another one over there and it's kind of like a bunker there. So I'd imagine any planes that tried to come over and bomb Trondheim, there'd be a big gun here trying to shoot it down. That's what I would think anyway. I guess this is where the gun would be able to turn round, like the flat gun, whatever it is. Not too sure what these little breakaway bits are for though. No, maybe to store ammo in or something, I don't know. By the way, I could be completely wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments, because yeah, this could have been, I don't know, a cottage or something. I don't know. It has to be Second World War related though, doesn't it? Pretty sure. Here's another bunker here of some sorts. Crazy, the ceiling's actually timber. It's pretty rotted though. But yeah, see out here, you can see right out to sea. If that woman wasn't in the way. Move out of the way! So here is proof that the Norwegians will have a sauna absolutely anywhere. This right here is a World War II bunker and they've turned it into a sauna. I mean, can you get any more like random than that?
You just scan the QR code, book it for 1,099 kronas.
And away you go. They do love their saunas here. We have noticed that.
And it's literally just here.
How many do you reckon we've been to so far?
Too many. I tell you what, this supermarket we went to on the first day and we tried a carrot cake from here, and literally was the best carrot cake I've ever had. And then we tried a chocolate cake, and that's the best chocolate cake I've ever had before. I can see the fridge. So this is the chocolate cake and this is the carrot cake.
Can you get some?
Do you want a carrot cake?
Well then. Okay, so we're actually leaving the Trondheim area now, heading down to a place called Hamar, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's basically sort of halfway between Trondheim and Oslo. We've only got like 2 days left on the trip now before we fly home. We obviously spent, I think 4 nights in Trondheim, is it?
Yeah.
Would I be in a rush to go back there? Probably not. There wasn't a whole lot going on in the area. There's obviously the town, the city, whatever it is, and that was nice. We, you know, done that in a day or an evening, should I say. But then apart from that, not a whole lot going on around there. I'd say the best place we've been to so far, for sure, has to be Bergen. You know, the fjords and all the rest of it. Yeah, that has to be the best place we've been to. I'm hoping we can stop somewhere on the way down to here as well, because it's a 5.5 hour journey, so hopefully we'll see some spectacular scenery and break up the break up the drive a little bit as well. So we made it to Hamar. It looks so late, but honestly it's not even that late. It's only like, well, 6 o'clock. But yeah, we're just going to go and get checked in and probably go for some food, aren't we? I don't know about you, but I'm very hungry.
I'm just shattered.
Tired and hungry, so let's get checked in and see what the hotel's like. Well, dinner plans looks like they've changed. We was going to be going to this place. It's supposed to be like a authentic American and Caribbean barbecue place. We went there and it's something completely different. Tried to call them and nobody answers, but yeah, it must be closed. I don't know, it must be closed down, it must not be there anymore. So I guess we're gonna have to try and find somewhere else now, aren't we?
Another authentic American restaurant. Matty's.
I don't want another McDonald's.
Yeah, but we're going to be home soon, and then when we're home, you're going to have a lovely home.
I'm not having another McDonald's.
We will.
So, actually managed to find it in the end. It was where it was supposed to be. A little bit confused, and I'll explain once we get in there. Okay, so basically we're in a courtyard kind of square thing, and this barbecue place, John B's Barbecue, is kind of like a takeaway, but you can sit inside or you can sit outside. It's really strange. You don't really have this in the UK, where you can go to like all these different places. But you know, looking from the outside, like from the street, you wouldn't even know any of this was even here. It's really weird. You walk through like a fancy bar, and then all this is just here. So I'm glad we found it, because I'm very hungry and we ordered a lot of food, so we'll see what it's like. Have a look at this.
Cornbread, our favourite thing.
Yeah, they're not cupcakes, they're cornbread.
Mac and cheese, my favourite thing.
Okay, so not actually sure what the last clip you saw was, but we are now in a place called Tonsberg, I believe it is. We're not too far away from the airport. Obviously it's the last night tonight. We go home tomorrow, but yeah, haven't done a whole lot today. Obviously went to the hotel and now we're just having a little walk round. So it's beautiful here, honestly. Look at that sunset. I have a feeling we might see the Northern Lights tonight. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. But yeah, we're just going to go for a walk around here and then I guess wrap up our honeymoon. Can you believe it? It's our last night.
I know. I feel sad that it's ending, but also excited to get home, get things cracking.
Yeah.
And it's probably the best sunset we've actually seen the whole trip.
Yeah. Honestly, like the water looks like glass. I mean, you can probably tell like that, like it's a perfect reflection of them buildings onto the water. Crazy. Like if you had a few drinks, you would definitely just walk straight off there, not even having a clue what you're walking into. But yeah, let's go for a walk. Here's an old steamship called the Kirsten. So heading to the airport now, aren't we?
Yep.
Taking the car back and we'll be catching our flight home shortly. Are you sad to be leaving?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it has been a nice time, but I feel like I'm also ready to go home.
Yeah.
Because my brain's been like going in overdrive thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that, and I'm looking forward to getting back to things. So it's been a nice break, it's been a nice time to recharge the batteries, but like I said, ready to get back to the crazy life, aren't we? See you at the Okay, rental car done. Let's go head to the airport. Drop the keys back first, obviously. Pre-flight meal. Right, so I guess the honeymoon is officially over. I'm just about to board the flight now. Going to wrap things up. What was your thoughts on Norway?
Probably one of the best countries I've visited.
Yeah, honestly, beautiful country. People very friendly, very accommodating, and
we literally only seen one angry person,
yeah,
as opposed to in the UK.
Yeah, honestly, completely different lifestyle compared to the UK. It honestly, I feel quite bad saying this, but it makes, coming to a place like Norway, it makes the UK seem like a third world country. The standards and living standards, you know, crime, safety and everything, it's just so much better here compared to being back in the UK. Obviously I don't want to say anything majorly bad about the UK, I don't want to you know, completely crap on my own country, but yeah, it does seem so much nicer here, people are so much happier, and yeah, I would highly recommend, if you haven't already, you know, for sure, make sure you visit Norway at some point.
And travel around and rent a car. Yeah,
don't just come here and go to Oslo, because you only need a couple of days there. Get yourself a rental car, make sure you travel around, obviously do your research and see all of the beautiful sights that Norway has to offer. Right, I guess we shall board the flight now and head back to the UK. There's my case there. Danielle's just went in as well. Back where we started 16 days ago. Literally back in the exact same spot we landed at 16 days ago. Alright, we'll see you on the other side.
And secure by pulling the loose end. To open a seatbelt, lift the buckle cover. In case of a loss of cabin pressure, masks like this will drop automatically from the panels above your heads. Remain seated and pull down firmly on the mask to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, secure with the straps, and breathe normally. Don't worry if the bag does not inflate. Oxygen is flowing. Fit your own mask first before helping anyone else. The life jackets are stowed in a pocket beneath your seat or in the panel above your head. If it's needed, remove the jacket from its packet and place it over your head.
And just like that, back in the UK. Back to reality. Absolutely rammed on here. Comfortable there.